Oh, there it goes. How dare you? How dare you, stream y'all? But we back in the building. Hey, TNT, they got Kenny Smith. AllBall TV, we got the legend,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Jibs, Kenny Anderson. AllBall TV, they scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. You know who I be.
That's the
Got my guy with me. You heard his voice.
Ball suckers.
Come on, man. What's it? He ain't got the brony ball today, please.
yeah. Listen. I mean, I'm
He in a
I'm
different
gonna-
location. He in a
You got a lot of
different
ball
location.
fakes.
right.
But that's what's going on now. The ball fakes.
The pump fake master himself. That's the age we living in right now, Kenny.
Yeah,
You
no
about
doubt.
40, you
No doubt. Pump.
Yeah. So you fall
OG's
for it.
OG's backgrounds is different.
Yeah.
Backgrounds
Listen.
is different.
We in a
Yeah.
secret location. This is AI behind me. Don't pay none of that no
Okay.
mind, man.
Ah.
Hey, Fabian, please. Let's give the GOAT, the legend, the proper introduction, please.
This is the legend himself from New York City. How you always say this #2 overall draft pick. Yo, I can't. Jesus Christ, #2 is crazy. #2 overall draft pick, drafted by the Nets. Ultimate legend. If we being real, when I was growing up, this is the epitome of LeBron. All these guys come out of high school. No. This is the guy that started it all for us. Super duper star out of New York City, out of Queens. Oh boy, you heard me right. Please.
Left rack city.
Queens.
Left rack.
Left rack, other side of Horace Harden. Mr. Jibs,
Yeah. What's up, man?
Kenny Anderson.
What's up, man? What's going on?
Yeah, we chilling, man.
Legend. What up, legend?
What's up, man? My Knicks fans, my Knicks people in the building.
Every chance he gets, man.
He don't-
We tell us
he don't-
earlier, you must
he
be
don't-
stressed. Well, no, hold on, Flea. Flea missed the swipe. He said he's eating right, unlike you Knicks fans stressed the hell out of, man. He was nice about it. But I said, I be eating candy all night, man. These damn niggas got me stressed.
Come on, I ate like 3 Twix, a bunch of Snickers today. I don't even do that type of stuff.
But I'll tell you a Halloween slight story. So I tried to I got a bunch of candy for my house. So I thought that the kids was going to come by my home. I was sitting out front for like an hour and nobody came. And I was like, I'm going back in the house.
You went to work.
It was wild. It was wild, man. I told
That's
my
what
wife,
dads do.
man, it was crazy. I sat there, nobody came. But the errors is different, not only in sports, but in the world in general. A lot of the parents take their kids to like trick or treat in the church and things of that nature, and parties and stuff like that. So it's a different era. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah. Because we definitely ran the streets around Halloween time. We ain't even had no costumes on. We still want candy.
I got a bunch of candy in my closet.
But back in the day, they was doing the egging. They was doing the TPs with the toilet paper, right?
You had to run. You had to run, man. Or you had to stay upstairs. I was staying upstairs. I wasn't coming out. Yo, it was wild.
Yo, hold on, my son is here. The last time I went egging. I had they put a joint out for me. I was like, oh no, that's the last time I ever went egging in New York City in my life. In Queens, New York, Candy. Don't tell them they don't ever listen that Queens is soft like that. What's wrong with y'all? Yo, shout out to Big Baby Sports in the building. Always showing
Baby
love.
Jonathan.
SF Wisdom, always showing love, kicking the knowledge. Salvatore, that's Joe. I see you all the time over there, Joe. Come on now. He look like he just traded somebody. Frozen paintballs.
Hey, Kenny Fleet looking like he a GM. He in the office. Listen, he making trades, man.
Hold on.
He ready for trade. Everybody is ready for trades. Chill out. Calm down. Only 6 games into the season. Everybody going crazy. Man, relax.
Kenny, get rid of them all. I'm pushing the button. Get him.
Nah. You gotta chill, man.
He sound like AllBall over there, man. But you did mention this, Kenny.
Yeah.
Different era.
Yeah.
Different times, man. It's getting spooky out here, man.
Yeah. It really is. My man Kevin Durant went at my man Stephen A. Smith. You know, and I get him. I get all the athletes. You know, and the athletes nowadays are real sensitive. They're very sensitive. And Stephen A., you know, that's my guy. He's from Queens. Played with my mentor, you know, Vincent Smith, played on the team and everything like that. So I understand him. You know, that's his hustle, that's his job. And he has to find that way, you know, and he has it. Got the #1 show on TV, on ESPN, First Take. It's awesome, but you know he's gonna have run-ins, man, with these young players. And Kevin Durant, one of the best ever that ever played the game. But you know, as far as with the media, I think a lot of these players nowadays are a little bit sensitive with the
Well,
media.
let
And
me
you got to get off that.
let me introduce this right, Kenny, because this is called the bochinche. Not for nothing. This ain't about basketball. This is about the bochinche. And Kevin Durant, he basically said that the Phoenix Suns remind him of the Kansas City Chiefs. And you know, people may have had an issue with it, but Stephen A. Smith responds to it. You ain't even a leader like that, basically. You never led your team in that manner. And Kevin Durant called out Stephen A. Smith by saying, I've never seen him anywhere but on TV talking ish about players. He's a clown to me. He's always been a clown. You can write that too.
Yeah.
But why? And this was Stephen A. Smith's response on TV. He didn't want to get petty, but this was his response.
Who's allowed to talk about him? Charles Barkley played this game as a Hall of Famer. He got a Charles Barkley. Shannon Sharpe is a Super Bowl champion, a 3-time Super Bowl champion, and a Hall of Famer. He got a Shannon. He's gotten at players, the C.J. McCollums of the world, the Dennis Schroeders of the world, and others. He's gotten at fans. And oh, by the way, did it discreetly because he had, accounts that didn't reveal who he was. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of things. So I don't understand it. It's contemporaries and colleagues. It's former players. It's present players. It's the media. It's the fans. It's whomever. You know, is anyone allowed to talk about Kevin Durant? Anybody at all?
I think that's pretty much the gist of what Stephen A. was saying. And then he followed up on his own show. He left the most savory part for his own show where he did finally make the points of, hey, what happened with Brooklyn? What happened with OKC? What happened? And, you know, these are the things that we're talking about when we go to Phoenix, where this is your reputation flee. Some people have a reputation before they go to a new place. And all Stephen A. Smith was saying is that, hey, this is what I'm looking at. So based on your rep, you know, I have a reason to believe that you ain't a leader like that. And all he has back is that, you know, all KD had was that Stephen A's a clown. But Kenny, your point is what? What is your response to like Kevin Durant and just to the media and everything like that?
Just play, man. You know, you can't take everything personal. And I think that's what we in this world, you know, that's what they like. The fans, they like it. Just play, man. It's not. What is it affecting? You know, what is it going to affect Kevin Durant? He's still a great player. He'll go down as one of the best that ever played the game. And you know, this is my thing with Kevin. He is one of the best. But he was at Golden State. They won. And then he went to Brooklyn. They almost won. Then OKC. They almost won. I want to see him take Phoenix over the top. Now I want to see him take Phoenix to win a championship because that's what he want to do anyway.
You saw him last night. You saw him last night, didn't he?
He did it. He scored. He did it. No, he has the game, but I think he has to have the right personnel around him for him to excel. Because it can't. He could be the one that's riding the bus, but he also gonna have those other passengers on the bus that's helping them.
Real quick. Real quick, man. Big shout out. Listen, man, the legend, big bro in the building, Kenny Anderson. Always love and support. We appreciate you. Everybody in the chat, share, like, comment, hit that like button. Kenny, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
#2 draft pick. How would you have dealt with Stephen A. Smith today if you was a player?
That's today.
Right, today. You right now, Kenny Anderson, #2. Go ahead.
The way I am, you know, the way I was brought up, So, my mother criticized me to death. So the papers really didn't. The people that was writing articles and talking about me, it really didn't affect me. It was like, oh, I probably would have said like, oh, he's a clown. I ain't listening, and just kept it moving though. That's what I would have said. I don't know, but I wouldn't have been affected by it as much. The media never really affected me. I just played the game and did what I did, and and actually, my freshman year, in high school, college, I stopped reading the paper. I'm not sure when, but I stopped reading it, and I didn't want to hear it because you can hear the great things about you, but then you can't. You got to be effective when the bad things about you is talked about. So I really kept it in house, and I really didn't read the paper and all my family, my friend. I didn't want to hear, the negative or the positive, and I just kept it moving like that.
So that leads me to this next question. Shout out to Darlene in the building. Always gotta show you love, Darlene.
What's up, Darlene?
Darlene, we appreciate you.
Kevin Durant is part of the super team era, and he's always alongside a superstar. And like we just mentioned earlier, you were a super duper star coming out of New York. So how do you deal with a teammate who can't be like, or who's not like you and does read the media? How do you interact with them? Like, yo, let's get in the game.
That's interesting because we was in a different era. I played with Derek Coleman, myself, Drazen Petrovic. It was a lot of wildness going on. I just stayed to myself, who I was. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't let it affect me. Chris Morris. These are my guys now today. But they had some run-ins with some newspaper people that said a lot of bad things and whatever about our organization and about the players and things of that nature. I went through it. Being a superstar at 14 years old in New York, I went through it my whole life with the media, so I knew how to handle it.
Okay, now let's get serious. Let's get serious now, Kenny. They threw you a couple softballs and let you home run them shits. Let's get serious now. Let me ask you something for real. And I love my brother. I'm just messing with you. I love my brothers. But hold on. Let me late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Fabian said, if you were in this era today, how would you have dealt with, that interaction between Kevin Durant and Stephen A. Smith? I want to ask you, let's put it back in your era, in your time, and let's create First Take. Let's create Twitter. Let's create Instagram. Let's create this 24/7 social media news cycle where it's not just the paper. It's you seeing it from all angles. How would you have been able to deal with that in that era?
Wow. Now, individually,
yes,
with my upbringing and with my people, I would have been pretty cool with, but the other players around me in the lead and everything, it would have been nuts. They couldn't. It would have been nuts. That with all this social media, it would have been nuts. They would have had to get a grip with it because a lot of players would have been in their faces and all that, and it would have been more fights. Imagine Charles Barkley. He would have wilded out. You know what I'm saying? Just numerous players I know, but I just can't, say their names right offhand. Would have been nuts in this era of the media. But like I said, I was brought up in this, in New York, in the era. So I wasn't, I learned from my high school coach Jack Curran, my mentor Vincent Smith. I understood it from a young age, the media and what they're trying to do and what they're about. So I would have brushed it off like trying to sell papers, trying to sell itself. I'm gonna keep it moving.
So you please anticipating a lot of Joel Embiid moving, shoving, and grubbing going
Yeah.
on.
No, because I wanted to ask Kenny.
Yeah.
Well, in that era, what did it take for somebody of your caliber or a player in the league to become offended or get sensitive?
Now,
What did it take?
outside now, something about the family, something about nothing to do with basketball. Then you got issues. Then you got problems. When it wasn't nothing about basketball. When it was just on your personal situation. Now, basketball, is that's the job at hand. That's what we're playing. So that's how you should be, you ask about. But then when you get personal with the family and all that, that's different.
Now,
That's low blows. That's low blows.
let me ask you a question, right?
Yeah.
Because, like you said, Stephen A is your guy. And I feel, I'm going to play devil's advocate.
Yeah.
I think this situation with KD, I don't think Stephen A. Smith said anything wrong or disrespectful, right?
Yeah.
Can you talk about how, a lot of players can't separate, emotions and feelings with reality, even though you may not like Stephen A. Smith, he's not always wrong. And in this instance, your opinion on, is Kevin Durant going a little too hard because he personally doesn't like Stephen A. Smith?
That could be a major problem, a major issue with that situation. There's a lot of players I see nowadays in the NBA do not like Stephen A. Smith, so it's they could throw things at him. When he's talking about the game of basketball, the job that you do, I don't see no problems with that. If that is affecting you, then something is wrong with you. If we the media guys is talking about your game, that's a problem. On you if you sensitive and you want to go at, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? You got to get bigger and beyond that issue and move on.
I think that's ultimately the point with KD.
Yeah.
Is like you got burner accounts, like Stephen A. Smith said. You on the low on social media, and it's like, where's that energy on the court though? To be honest, and I'm not gonna put you on the spot because that is Kevin Durant's biggest critique. Oh, he's been a part of big time talented teams.
Yeah.
This is not his only talent. The last 10 years he spent with super talents.
Yeah.
So why haven't you gotten over the hump? It's all about how to get along in the locker room, and it comes along with trying to lead not just the team but the organization. So it's tough. And I don't know. I guess you were talking about that with Joel Embiid as well. It's like once you talk about a family member, is how do you respond to that in the locker room?
No, now Kevin Durant, this is what I wonder also. He's not a verbal leader. He's not a verbal leader. And that's just he's worked extremely hard on basketball and on the court, and that's it. He really doesn't say anything about the team, his players, who he's with. It's really interesting. That's an interesting topic right there. But I don't know. I love him. I love him as a player and everything, but it's just tough when he's not a verbal lead. He's just not a verbal leader at all. I'm like, wow.
You wouldn't find that annoying? Like, you should do a lot of talking, KD. Like, leave that alone, please. Like, I would. I think I would.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure how his plays are. Now, I don't know how his plays of his teams are. Maybe they're just on him, on that. Oh, that's Kevin Durant. That's our guy. He's a great player, him. So he can say and do whatever.
Right.
That's not true. Somebody should be in his ear. So who's a veteran on his team that can bring him to the side and say, hey, yo, you should be doing this, doing that, doing it. I don't know.
He's the vet though.
Yeah.
Like he's the 18-year pro. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to know. For him to say, I've been in the league 18 years. I've never seen Stephen A in locker rooms. He gave this whole soliloquy on, validating what he did. But you the vet.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Kenny.
Uh-huh.
What I'm seeing is, and I want you, to speak to this. It seems like a lot of these guys have or think they have relationships with these personalities and these people that are critiquing them. Does that get conflated? Like, are they mixing up well, I know him personally, that's my man, and you know, he got to do his job. Like, is there a fine line between that?
Yeah, definitely a fine line, but I don't think you think these players are really in with some of the reporters and things of that nature.
Hell yeah.
They seem to take it so personal, like
yeah. So
you know, like
yeah, you got a point there. Why you taking it so personal? Just play, man, and move on. You know, and don't get caught up to what the media has to make a story about anything about your team, and you're the star player on that team. So they're gonna make up anything, and you got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. If you're a great player, great players is gonna, you know, gonna deal with it sometime. But then sometime when they're losing and everything, the frustration might get to the players, and they might handle things differently and go, "Wow, I shouldn't have." But it's too late for all of that, you know. But I think it's. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, man, great conversation, man.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, and I'm gonna repeat it. You know, you don't have to be a fan of Stephen A. Smith, but
Yeah.
he's done a hell of a job and
Yeah.
created a hell of a career. And just because we don't like somebody personally doesn't mean they're always wrong.
Yeah.
And you know, Kevin Durant, for me, needs to be, you know, a little careful how he responds to things, because his sensitivity showed when he got into it with Draymond and he couldn't man up and fight through that, and he skipped town and left Golden State, to me, which was probably the worst decision he's made in his career. So, you know, it just goes to show how sensitive he is. And with that, Ken, I want to ask you, a lot of these guys today, with y'all guys, how y'all was back in that era, just mentally tough. Could a lot of these guys last 10, 15, 20 years playing in your era just mentally?
Nah, not most of these guys couldn't. Like, I'm not saying 10 to 15, 10 to 15, maybe 5 to 8 years, they'll be able to, but we just was mentally tough. We had to be. You know, now it's more the players controlling the lead because of the amount of money these players are getting. Before it was the commissioner, the GMs, and they was running lead, and the players, we couldn't say much. We couldn't say much. So it's a lot different, and eras are different, and the game is bigger, making more money. I understand that, but it's just now some of these 20 years ago, some of these young now the talented players probably could have played in any era, but some of these guys couldn't play in our era. I know that for sure. They couldn't have played.
Wow.
How would you, as a teammate, how would you respond to a situation like with Joel Embiid, someone talking about your family and everything? Because for me, I don't like how Daryl Morey and them came down and apologized. Elton Brand, don't apologize to that reporter. Find out what happened first. But if you put yourself
so what I think you don't know if they didn't find out what happened first, did you?
No, the report is they came up to him to apologize first and to ask him his side of the story.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean. Like, so that's the report. So go to your point, that's what I'm reading.
But I know before the season, they go over all of these things with you, how to handle the media and things of that nature. And Joel Embiid shouldn't even have went there with him. Period. He shouldn't have went there. So I don't get that. He's a reporter. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so sensitive. Move on. It's okay, whatever. Keep it moving. But you know what I'm saying? But these players now is not, you know, and then I think he said about his he talked about his brother, his brother passed away, and I don't understand it. I didn't understand the whole article of it, but the way Embiid should have just responded, he should have just left it alone.
The way he framed it though, Kenny, it was meant to antagonize him, because it was like, remember, you were doing this for your brother. You ain't living up to the death, the honor that you were uplifting to the death of your brother. Like, that's what it was like.
So he tried to get him. He got him revved up.
Right. And he got him. And that's your point. That's his job is to do it. That's why I said, imagine if Skip Bayless is in your locker room every day. He got you.
He got you.
My response to this is, Kenny, either if you're going to take the chance of just putting your hands on him, put your hands on him. If not,
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. and I'm not going to take credit for this. I heard Kenyon Martin say this a little earlier.
Yeah.
With him knowing that, with the team knowing that Marcus Hayes wrote that article, then Joel Embiid expresses how he felt about it.
Oh,
Why is he even allowed back in the spot? Why did he get a media credential? Why is he even able to talk to Joel if the team already knows that things are dicey between those two?
I didn't even know that.
I thought that was a great point. Why would he even be allowed to talk to this dude if you already know that this 7-footer is mad? Why even bring him around?
Yeah, hey, that's a point there. That's a great point. And Maury, Elton Brand, they knew that. So he shouldn't have been in the locker room.
I would have never allowed him back in there.
But hold on, fellas. Cash out ABU. I said this yesterday and I totally agree. And I'm pretty sure, this is how Kenny and them was in their era. You shut everybody up by playing on the court and busting ass. Pause. Simple and plain. These guys
pause.
Yeah, these right. Yeah, that was crazy. Right.
Yeah.
But you know, a guy like Joel Embiid, guy like KD, all these guys are great.
Yeah.
And if you don't want nobody to talk about you, critique your game, or quote unquote disrespect you, shut us up by performing on the court. Stop getting knocked out in the first round. Stop getting knocked out in the second round. Stop saying you guys are GOATs and legendary, but then on the court, all right, you give everybody 40 balls, but you get swept in the first round. For me, man, I agree with all y'all saying. You cannot put your hands on nobody. You cannot conduct yourself like that. You have to have tough enough skin to understand that you're in a professional setting, and this comes with the game.
Yes, that's.
Imagine what Bill Russell heard back in his day.
Wow, yeah. And I've talked to Bill Russell before he passed away. You just brought that up. The racism he had to deal with in Boston was nuts. Was nuts. I'm not even going to go deep in it. That was nuts. And he was in the 60s. He was in the 60s, 65, 70. It was terrible in Boston.
It doesn't make
it's so terrible. Tiny Archibald is a great Celtic. He won a championship. He don't like going there no more, nothing like that.
Damn.
See?
So
that's
real.
But hold on, Fabian. But I'm just real quick, Flea. You're correct. It doesn't justify it. I'm not saying it's right, Flea. You're right. I'm not saying you should be able to say anything to anybody, but we still have to understand. If you know somebody is there to tick you off, listen, man. You got to be the bigger person. You know how you shut them down. Let me go have another MVP season.
Yeah.
And let me
100%.
go take Philly to the championship.
100%, OG. Yeah.
But you're right. You can't. That's not justified. I'm not saying that reporter was right because he was dead wrong. But what our parents always told us since we was young: 2 wrongs don't make a right.
This is what I finished with. This is what my response was yesterday, Kenny A. I think all these guys are a bunch of fake Vince McMahons, Daryl Morey, and these dudes, and Elton Brand, and y'all want the drama. You invite it, and when something happens, oh my God, that happened. Meanwhile, you knew everything was going along, and we don't have any smoke for the front offices that are orchestrating this whole thing. But I don't know how much time you got with us today, Kenny. I see you laughing. You feeling good over there, man. I don't know how much time you got with us.
I got some time with you.
Don't tell me that. Hey, babe, go make some coffee. Kenny A got some time for us tonight, baby. Listen, man. So far in the NBA, it's been a carousel the last 10 since LeBron's decision, right?
Hey, Fabian, hold on. Look who's in the building. Legend Z, please. You gotta show him love.
Back again.
Kenny A, this is the master bochinchero himself in all NBA media. Nobody gives him his props. Legend Z Productions is the guy that reads everybody's lips and tells you exactly what they're saying on the court. Back-to-back nights in the chat. Yes, sir. Y'all keeping up the good work. Legend Z, salute to you. You see Kenny A on the screen. Legends versus legend.
Yeah.
You know what time it is, Legend Z. Appreciate you always. But speaking of legends, how does it feel to once again Giannis Antetokounmpo? Did you like that, Flea?
You smoked that one.
You
smoked that one.
Giannis has already let some people know that places he's eyeing are Miami and New York if he decides he wants to move. Jesus Lord, what is going on? Also, I'm seeing other reports, and it's always the funny buddy stuff. What is going on out here, man? Every day is something new. Giannis, the only places I can see him going are Miami or LA with the Clippers. An anonymous NBA executive on Giannis, Antetokounmpo. What is it? How would you feel as a teammate, man? Like, I get Giannis, y'all are superstars. You can do whatever you want to do. You got options. This is partially the reason why I think Kyrie left LeBron in Cleveland.
Yeah, well,
Yo, what am I gonna do with you leaving, or it's
can't
moving
run.
in?
He can't
What
run
do I
it
do with
high.
you?
Everything is there for him in Milwaukee. He moved everybody. You know, he's the man. Stay in Milwaukee and get it done there. He cannot go nowhere. That would be like that'd be like, wow. He's running. He's running. I don't think he should just try to go get traded and things of that nature. I think he's talking too soon. Just keep working, man. Keep working. You know, he's the one that got my man Adrian Griffin out of there. Out of there. Then he got Lillard on the team. He brought Lillard in. He brought Doc Rivers the coaching. So it's just too much. Yo, you did all of this. You gotta make it right. You play right now. This year, he's balling. But the team, he has to have a team. Lillard playing well, but the other players are not helping them. And that's what he tried, and that's what you got to get together. Middleton has been out with the injury. He's not coming back 100%. But like I said,
Legend, he's done.
It's very early in the season, 6-7 games. They could really change this thing around. But you can't go nowhere. He can't go nowhere.
You made your bed. Now sleep.
Yes. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Hey, Fleet, hold on, Fleet. I need to get your response on that. Kenny A says something that we didn't hear nobody say. Stay your ass in Milwaukee, Giannis, and get the job done. Fleet, how do you feel about that?
I'm gonna say this. I agree with the legend Kenny Anderson. I agree. He should stay, right? But he's one of only a couple of guys that are speaking from a position of, hey, I brought a championship here already. I got one here already. So if I'm feeling a little antsy, if I'm feeling like my time is up here, like, it's been great to be married with you, baby. But listen, things are not working out. I see something nicer over here. Let's draw up the divorce papers and let's go forward with this. Like,
he messed his marriage up, though. He the one that messed the marriage up.
He did.
Do it all.
Hey, yo, listen. Right.
We staying married. We staying married, my man.
Giannis, right.
That's it.
Giannis cheated.
You had to deal with it.
Hey, Fabian, hey, Fleet. Giannis cheated, and he said, I want a divorce.
I want a divorce, right? Yeah.
No, we're gonna rot together, mother. That's what we're doing.
I just think Legend, just specifically him, I think he's the only one that has a championship and is speaking from that position. That's the only reason. That's the only bail that I throw him. But everybody else that wanted to leave didn't win anything for their organization. So that's the only.
But hold on, fellas. I don't want to seem biased because we don't want to keep agreeing with the legend like as if he ain't never wrong, which he ain't never wrong, but. I kind of agree with him. I never looked at it like that, Fleet, where it's like, you wanted these moves made, so stick it out. Don't run and hide after, like you said, it's not even been 10 games. So I get that point. It's like, yo, you got rid of Griffin. You got rid of Drew Holiday. Now, this is my problem with a lot of these players today, these great players. My opinion, I've always said this. If you got two caliber players like Lillard and Giannis on the same team together, y'all got to figure that out. Y'all got to be way better than this. I don't think that has nothing to do with coaching or nobody else. Y'all two players are great enough. Y'all got to figure that out. So I kind of agree with Giannis. I'm going to be honest. Because what if you do get traded somewhere else and you don't win a championship and it ends up like this again? Kevin Durant.
Yo, Kenny, remember back in the day, your mom used to say, don't act up when the company's over?
Yeah.
I don't listen to that. Flea, you got some nerve. All this smoke y'all got for Draymond because he messed up the Golden State Warriors. He messed up this, he messed up that. But there's no smoke for Giannis for destroying the Bucks championship run. He single-handedly did that. Budenholzer gone. Griffin gone. You got Dame Lillard and Chain.
How
don't want to hear this? Hold on.
Holiday is gone.
There you go. Look, he's trying to. Oh boy, he can cut me off again. Oh boy, you the one that got Drew Holiday traded.
Cook.
You. Oh look. Oh, he's too smooth with the tie on today, Kenny. Don't believe
Cook,
him 1 second.
Cook. I don't want to interrupt you no more.
He got Drew Holiday traded, and ever since then, his defense has been 6 feet under, and nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about it. Come on now, Giannis brought this on to himself, like the powerful Kenny Anderson just said. You made your bed, now lay in it, brother.
Oh, hold on, Kenny. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Giannis trades Drew Holiday for you with Giannis, and then now you see he want to skip town and leave you in Milwaukee dead. How do you? If you're Dame Lillard, how do you feel about that?
No, I'm feeling some type of way.
Hold on, but
Like,
Kenny,
no.
hold on a second.
What's
Remember,
up?
I don't want to talk about his personal situation, but Dame was trying to get to Miami and live life single all over again. Speaking of whatever, right? And now Giannis is rumored to go to Miami, the same spot you supposed to go to.
Yeah. I really don't see all of that happening. I'll be surprised. The trade deadline, I think Giannis is gonna have to, lay in his bed, in Milwaukee and finish it off strong. And I still think they can make a run and make it in the playoffs and do well. But we have to see.
It's a clear indication that the coach ain't good.
No, that's a whole different. They've had a under 500 record since the coach walked in the door. Bottom line,
and there's no question that the roster ain't really good. Like, keep it a buck. Yes, I understand what you're saying, OG. Like, you got Damian Lillard, you got Giannis, top 75 players, Hall of Fame potential. You got to figure that out. But that team ain't very good. It's not constructed well. No, they don't have good pieces around those guys. So, they got to figure it out. But whoever's at the top, the GM, whoever's moving and shaking, they got to fix that roster. That roster ain't the greatest.
No, you absolutely correct. They gotta figure it out. But I'm mad at, everything happens for a reason in Milwaukee, and they got rid of my man Adrian Griffin, early in his. I know it's been 2 years. Last year they got rid of him, but he was winning. He was winning, and they got rid of him. That's my guy. He played with me in the Celtics. I love the guy. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to see him make it. In there as an NBA coach, and they got rid of him. That's when I fell off. I said later for Milwaukee Bucks. I was hoping they go 0-83, 0-82.
I gotta give. See, me and Flea got a love and hate relationship, so I gotta show him love. He is the one that pointed out Adrian Griffin. They were 30-13 with him.
Yes.
But ever since then, they have had a non-playoff record.
Wow.
How the hell you got that with 2 top 20 guys in the league? Come on, man. That's disgusting behavior.
Yeah,
what's going on over there in Milwaukee?
But you know what? Giannis, Dame, y'all have to evolve your game.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to get others involved.
Like Jalen Brunson.
Right, last year.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Lord have mercy. Don't do that. You see this guy, man? Look.
We'll get there.
You see this?
We'll get there.
But
all y'all Knicks fans, man. All y'all Knicks fans. You see my C's, don't you? See what my Celtics are doing?
Hey, listen, when y'all say Knicks, I'm hot.
You see what my Celtics are doing?
Yeah.
Why you say C's like that? Why you say C's like that, Colin? Why you say C's like that? What's going on with him?
Yo, listen, man. Yo, man. The Celtics.
But just to finish up the Giannis conversation, listen, man, I think the league caught up to his game. He has to learn how to get others involved, because now, this is similar to, I'm gonna say, and I might be wrong, but remember a couple of years ago, Luka's gonna get his numbers.
Yeah.
But then they don't go far. Now, for some reason, those guys are rejuvenated. Those guys are smiling on the court. And let's be realistic. Dallas got a good roster. They ain't got no super great roster, but those guys believe in Luke and Kyrie Irving.
They got role players, though. They got super role players, and they fitting into the system in Dallas.
Yeah, good point.
Hey,
good point.
Legend, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You mentioned, and this is off topic. Bring us back when we done, Fabian. But you mentioned playing with Adrian Griffin.
Yeah.
You played with a bunch of different guys
Yeah.
throughout your career.
Yeah.
Could you tell who was potentially going to be a coach
Well,
at some point? Could you look at guys and be like,
yeah,
you could be a good NBA coach?
And I knew he was going to be a good coach because he played
Okay.
extremely well. He was our junkyard dog. Like, he just played every position. He thugged it out. Defensively, wasn't a great scorer, but a good scorer. Defensive, rebounds, steals. He just did it all, man. He was one of those guys. And you know who's going to be a coach and who's not. He was one of those. He got along with everybody. He just was a good dude. Just was a good dude.
So, because I always had that. Oh, that was a great question, Flea. Because you said junkyard dog mentality, right? Grit. He earned, like, he really fought for his position. And on top of that, you sound kind of diplomatic over there. Like, you got to be a little diplomatic, a little presidential to get along with everybody and try to be the nucleus to a bunch of relationships. So that's what you would say is the basis of a coach.
Yes, definitely. You got to know how to get along with people. You got to know how to talk to people and get people stirred up, but stirred up the right way. And he was a good guy like that. He always could get everybody going, you know.
So, hey, Kid, real quick, because now I'm glad Flea started this week of Snowball. Is just real quick.
Yeah.
What makes a guy at your level, your opinion, what makes a good or great head coach in the NBA?
See, the eras has changed, and that's what I'm thinking. You know, Doc Rivers, he might have to change his philosophy a little bit. Tom Thibodeau and all these coaches that's been doing it for a long period of time that's coming in the NBA, you have to change a little bit. You got to know, you know, who you could talk to a certain way, the captains of the team to get the team going. It's just a different era of basketball, different era of coaching. You got to be, and I really believe that, and I see that. It's more of you just got to give them slightly instructional, you know, details, and they got to go out and do it. But you can't be like a hard-nosed coach in our era. Guys who's hard-nosed and all that doing. You can't do that now. The contracts, the money, the players are making too much money for you to do that. They'll get rid of you real quick as a coach if you do that. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
So who's the best? So who's the best coach you played for?
Chuck Daly. Okay. Chuck Daly was a great coach. Guy. But all my coaches, you know, I learned stuff from all my coaches. Chuck Daly, Jim O'Brien, the Boston Celtics, Rick Pitino. They was all good coaches. You know, I coached. I played for Seattle for like 3-4 months. With Nate McMillan was my coach. He was a very good coach. You know what I'm saying? So I played for a lot of coaches, and almost all my coaches are pretty good. I have to say that. But it's just a different era.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. You don't have to answer it. Yeah. What makes a bad coach?
Yeah. So first of all, you know, I would don't know the game.
Flat out.
Don't know the game. Practice scheme. Practice is all crazy. The practice scheme is crazy. The game plan is crazy. Just everything. If you're a player and you sitting there listening to the coach, you will know right away, like, yo, this guy's bugged out. He's bugged out. You got to go in there with a plan, you know, and that's, but all the NBA coaches, they know the game, you know, but it's just how you get along with your players. Think now this era, because Tom Thibodeau of New York, he knows the NBA game, he knows the basketball in and out, but it's just you know, he likes to play his star players a lot of minutes, six players, 6 to 7, a lot of minutes. That's one thing y'all gotta stress with the New York fans and all that. It's early. It's 6th, 7th game in the season. You playing all these dudes heavy minutes.
Kenny, how do you as a star, just as a player, approach a coach and be like, yo, man, we get it. No, 40 minutes is crazy in game 5, man. How do you do that? How do you, does it happen? Because I'm sick.
No. I really didn't talk to the coach about that. I just played the minutes. You know, back then, I'm trying to think the NBA. No, I just wanted to play. So players want to play. So they not, you know, and then by midseason or so on or down, you like, wow, shit, I am playing a lot of minutes. Shit, I'm tired.
So the Knicks,
but you can't really say nothing, the player, because the coach is gonna say, "You get your rest. You get your rest." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's give or take. It's a different situation, man.
And back then there was a stigma on you. They put a label on you if you try to sit on the bench. Football, every sport. So damn. Go ahead, Flea. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, bench be better. Josh Hart, you don't want to play 40 minutes? Go tell somebody on the bench to be better. If I could trust somebody to be on the floor a couple more minutes, then I will put them on the floor. But I can't trust certain guys on the floor. I trust you, so I'm gonna have you out there because I'm trying to win games.
That's the word. I didn't use trust. And a lot of coaches, you know, these Tom Thibodeau, I'm just giving it to him straight. He don't trust his whole roster. He don't trust his whole roster.
Kenny, he finally played our rookie point guard Tyler Kolek last night. Played him for like 2 or 3 minutes. I was in the building. I'm in Houston, so I was in the game last night. He brought him in. He knocked down a 3. He didn't see the floor for the rest of the game.
Wow.
So, like, can he trust them? Can he not trust them? Like, what?
You really don't know.
Like,
but how do a rookie player get familiar that he could play in the NBA with no minutes?
Hey, Ken, let me ask you a question though. Does a coach see something in practice that doesn't give him that trust to put you on the court in game time?
I don't know about this era of practices because I've heard a lot of teams don't even practice now.
Right.
So you think you're gonna get your minutes from practice? The starters is out. They on another court shooting foul shots and doing all that and going through plays while y'all running up getting in shape. So it's a little different now. It's a little different. So you're not competing in practice. They cannot compete in practice because they got games.
Wow.
The guys want to sit out games with BS injuries. That's another thing.
And it's crazy because we haven't heard Tom Thibodeau, even Jalen Brunson. They all say great things about Kolek. Like everything that we're saying, they keep echoing that. Like, yo, nah, he's about to be something in this league. He'll be here forever. Yeah. Thibodeau says he's killing practice, this, that, and the third. But you leave Jericho Sims in there for 14 minutes to get 5 fouls. We already frustrated with this. We got another rookie out there, Huck Porty, doing this thing. But yesterday, thank you for the Kenny A. You were natural at this, just smoothly transitioning into the Knicks rehab like that. Thank you very much, my brother.
I'm a Brooklyn Net, baby. Let's go, Nets. They playing well too. They in 3rd place.
Gotta give y'all props. Now
hold on. Third.
Dennis Schroeder trying to get his money back.
He's doing work. He's doing work.
He tried to get his money back.
Listen. Hold on, y'all.
The backcourt, Cam. The backcourt duo.
Yes, listen. Kenny A is a big advocate for Brooklyn Nets, / New Jersey Nets who drafted them, and Boston Celtics. We got to give the Brooklyn Nets props. They playing hella basketball right now. Even though it's early, listen, they playing hella basketball, so I got to give them props over there. I know it's tough because we blue and orange, but got to give them props, man.
Yo, when I come in town, we going to the game together, man. You got to wear black and white, baby, Brooklyn style.
Yo, OG.
I'll wait for you by the train station.
OG, come here. Me and you. Nobody else on the screen. Me and you, real fast. 2 minutes. Okay.
Get your Nets hat. Where's your fleet crazy?
I'm gonna wear all my Brooklyn stuff tomorrow morning just to show it off to you.
I love that.
But speaking of the Knicks, we got into another loss. I think 3rd loss of the season with 3-3 for the year, or 2-3 for the year. I'm sorry.
3-3, 500.
3-3, 500. There are no winning teams in the Eastern Conference currently, aside from somebody's
Boston
Boston
Celtics and Cleveland Cavaliers. Mavericks.
and the Cleveland Cavaliers. But those are the only 2 winning teams in the Eastern Conference. And the Knicks took another loss to the Houston Rockets. Cat, let's get into it.
He ain't get the rock the fourth quarter. What's that?
Yo,
What is that? I don't understand it.
Oh, legend.
Please, 24 shots for Brunson.
Go ahead, Fabian. Go ahead.
24 shots for Brunson, 21 in ISO, only 14 shots for
I don't understand
Cat.
it.
It's and every win he's averaging 21 field goal attempts. Cat. He's averaging 21 points.
That's
every
what I was
loss,
gonna say. He got to shoot 21. He should be shooting what he wants, 21 to 30 times. Get your numbers, big fella. I don't understand that. But I don't know. He's not going to say anything because he's real sensitive. He's a good, he's not, he's all good. If I play with my man, DC, who I love, if he would go off and be like,
hold on.
Bring that ball.
Hold on.
But you could take that, legend. You could take that.
Right, hold on.
Hey,
Kenny.
legend.
Yeah.
Right now, that game last night, Derek Coleman on the court with Brunson, and Coleman don't get no field goals in the fourth quarter. What the hell is DC doing?
Going off, kid. Going off on the whole organization that night. On the bench, everywhere.
Watch.
Gotta get the rock.
Watch Fabian watch Fabian work right now. Go ahead, Fabian.
Hey, Kenny, would you consider DC, Derek Coleman, would you consider him tough on the court?
Everything.
Oh, would you now? Our power forward currently on the Knicks. You're saying he's nothing like DC, right? Like in terms of personality.
What? Oh, no personality at all. And not even game-wise.
Oh, really? So
you think, whoa. You think Cat is better than Derek Coleman?
Oh no, I would. None of us think that.
Oh, okay.
So
don't speak for me. Don't speak for me.
Oh,
don't speak for me.
You can't.
I think Derek Coleman is one of the most talented players ever. Let me just start there.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not. I don't think Cat is a better talent. Nah.
Yeah.
Derek DC.
That's all I asked.
Yeah. DC.
What you
could
just
do
said.
Yeah.
But there's something you referred to. What's been in between the eyes, Kenny?
The mental.
What?
The mental aspect of it, just thugging it. He's in New York now.
Yo, Kenny is here, and I ain't
Cat is in New York.
I ain't gonna
gotta thug it out.
I ain't gonna
we miss
disrespect his
Julius
teammate.
Randle. Where's Randle at? Randle.
Yeah. We there, Flea. We there. You hit the bombs. Flea.
We miss Mr. Randle.
Yo, I'm gonna say this. Jalen Brunson. Nobody's a bigger fan than me, my brother. You cannot not give Cat the basketball in the fourth quarter. Yeah. When you trade for a guy of that caliber with that type of contract, you have to give him the ball.
But I want to say one thing. I wonder what Cat told him after the game in the locker room.
Nothing.
Well, see. This the mindset. Like, yo, I know it happened. If I be playing in the era, these people I say, yo, don't let this shit happen again, man. Don't let this shit happen again, man. Yeah. Next game, come on, man. It's early in the season, so he might have played, but he gonna tell me in the locker room like, nah, this can't go on. You got to get me the rock. Period.
I was in the building last night.
Yeah.
Knick fans show up as we do everywhere.
Yeah.
Y'all know we travel well. But listen, man, that game for me was lost in the paint.
See, that's
Sengun. Let me just be honest. I was watching.
Yeah.
Fabian. Sengun was destroying Karl Anthony Towns last night.
Wow.
Destroying him.
Wow.
Anything that he wanted last night, he got in the paint. And then when they sent the fire, when they sent the double, he was finding guys. Yep. That kid is good. Fabian. I know I said baby Joker. I'm serious.
They're good.
He is very, very good. Karl Anthony Towns could not figure him out last night.
Wow.
Cat was all over the boards, but it almost looked like he was spent on defense, so he couldn't even conjure up enough on offense to help us, bro. Like he had a long night last night, Fabian. A long night.
Also, 3 early fouls in the first half, and that.
What they got? They got Utah Jazz next, right?
No, the Hawks.
We got the Hawks tonight.
That's a little light work.
Yeah, but hold on. But we're not gonna let Tom Thibodeau off the hook. Hold on.
Yeah.
For one, Tibbs, Deuce had a terrible game. OG was playing great. You kept Deuce in the game too long. You kept OG out the game too long.
Yeah.
And Thibodeau, get Brunson under control.
Yeah, you're right, Coach.
How do you, OG? Serious question. Yeah. When everything goes through Brunson for the last 2 years, how do you do that? How do you reel him back in?
You got to pull him. You got to pull him aside halftime or in the huddle. Hey, come on, man. Get these other guys, involved in the game a little more. That's it. Tell him something. Tell him. And he might get it from the coach,
Right.
You got to be able to, and it's a few words. You might, pull him to the side before you go out in the game. Hey, look for Cat. Look for different players. Get off the ball offensively, and then we take over when we need you. And I know his father might be saying that. Got to be saying that. Assistant coach and coach. Come on.
Yeah.
Somebody got to be saying that.
Yeah, because he reverted last night, literally in the fourth quarter, back to the Brunson. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, but it was bad basketball. Like watching it, and Flea was there live, and I was in the house going berserk because they almost figured everything out about Brunson, and he couldn't do anything. He's running into traffic, bad shots, turnovers, and now one time they looked for Cat, and OG had a hot hand. So you're right. This is what makes good coaches good. You got to pull them to the side.
Well, you got to pull up. You got to talk. But now they're gonna use that Houston game. The scouting the next game, Atlanta Hawks, and so on. They'll see what he didn't do well in this game, and all the other teams. He try pretty much use that against him. And he's a great player, and it's early in the season. He's got to make some changes when he's playing with a different type of player. Cat than Julius Randle. They're two different players. And he, as a point guard, has to figure that out. And he will figure it out.
Okay. I think also the loss has been the Celtics, Cleveland, and Houston last night. Mm-hmm. They have the perimeter guys, even with Mobley. They could switch.
Yeah.
The Heat, the Pistons, and who else did we beat? The Heat, the Pistons, and I forgot who else. They're drop heavy in coverage. They dropped their center. Though these guys that switch on us, why am I gonna switch if I got Amen Thompson on you, Brunson? We got the mismatch. So they want Brunson to go one-on-one, and that's what I keep saying, bro.
Oh, okay.
Get him off the ball. Let Josh bring the ball up. Even Cat bring the ball up. Yo, Jalen Brunson on the corner or on the wing, top. I don't care where he's at. He's a threat still. Why does he act like Kenny? Please, if you Tom Thibodeau, his pops. If you go off ball as a point guard, how hard is it to give that up as a habit?
No, it's not. If you're getting the ball, because this you absolutely correct. Have Hart bring the ball up, have him come off different screens, things of that nature. That would loosen him up a lot better. And that's probably what you're going to see throughout the course of the year, the offensive, because he can't be the total one every time down. Just get him off the ball, make him come off screens and things of that nature. It'll be fine. But like I said, it's early. They 6 games in, so they're gonna have time to adjust.
But Flea, Kenny, remember Fabian, me and you was talking yesterday. What I was saying, I said, "Yo, tonight is a very important game for us." I said, "Houston is a good young team. Mm-hmm. They coached by a great coach in Udoka," and I said, "I would love to see us compete with a young up and coming team that has a lot of talent." Yeah. And yesterday, it proved that, like Kenny just said, they got to go to the film and they got to start figuring out, okay, what we do great, what we do bad, and let's figure these things out because, the season is going to start progressing like this, and we got to start getting it together. But I do agree, it's early, but listen, man, that was a good game yesterday, and we was right there, couldn't pull it out.
How you feel? Y'all 3-3. You could be 0-6.
See, he's a legend. I was about to go crazy on him just now. He is a legend. I respect it. I respect it. I respect it.
You could go 0-6. Now you be feeling New York will be burning up then, baby.
Listen,
the Knicks 0-6.
If we was 0-6, I'd have been arrested already for trying to break into the garden.
Yeah.
Chop it up with somebody in the building.
Yeah.
They be waiting right at the door for you, OG. right at the door for you.
But so far we were talking about certain players' toughness and Jalen Brunson, our star one-on-one player, having to move off ball, man. And it all comes from coaching against Atlanta. I think we should have the night off. That's tomorrow night because there's no games on tonight, right?
No, it's election day, so there's no games on today.
They took the night off.
So these guys will take the night. They took off the night, but some of them guys won't play tomorrow at the game, you think?
Of course, that's gonna happen.
Yo, Kenny, if Jericho Sims is playing tomorrow, I'm not even watching the rest of the game. I'm shutting it off, man. What does he like? Can you break that down for me? Because we're talking about the LeBron, you know, it's tough to compare him to LeBron's and all these super talents.
Yeah.
When you see him, he's like, yo, he's built to play basketball.
Yeah.
What is it about someone that it just is not registering?
Now I played the league for 14 years. Now you got coaches, guys. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Yo, he keeping it a buck right now.
I'm keeping it a buck. That's my guy. I don't care if he go 0 for 5 out there. Rebounds, he's gonna rebound, he's gonna play, but that's my guy.
Right.
Riley, he had 5 fouls in 11 minutes.
That's what he put him out there for, probably to be rough.
He fouled out in a preseason game.
You gotta understand. That's the mentality. That's what the coach 10 likes or something. He's playing hard. That's what he said. I'm telling you.
I gotta jump, but I'm gonna just leave with this. Riley with Starks. That's my guy. Go 2 for 18. Shoot us out.
That's my guy.
That's my guy. Shoot us right out the finals.
Yep. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Yo, legend.
All coaches have them.
Yo, legend. It's always a pleasure to connect with you, man. We truly appreciate you. My brothers, I'm gonna see y'all. I'll connect with y'all this evening.
Right.
You already know. Yes,
sir.
Yeah, you trying to escape the smoke here, old boy. You ain't fooling me, bro. You were up there yesterday talking that. Yeah, yo, Kenny, he's got to think he's slick, man. He was up here talking that cat toughness. He tried to skate, tried to let Fleet take all the bullets.
I know you was thinking about Julius Randle, like, damn, man, the trade. I wish we had Julius Randle.
It ain't just Julius. You know what it is, Kenny? And we're gonna leave it with this. It's not just Julius Randle, it's Dante DiVincenzo thinking I should start. Yo, Jalen, pass me the ball.
Yeah.
I like that. How is it when a teammate is not checking you, but just being in your face like that? Like, yo, get out of here. You know what? Let me give him a try. He's gonna annoy me anyway.
Yeah, the guys just want to play, man. And then guys do extremely well. That builds up their confidence. And nothing you can do about it. And I think it's great when you get your confidence built up by playing well. You know.
Well, listen, I'm gonna say it again. I'm not letting Tom Thibodeau off the hook because any other team that has a good roster like this, they blame it on the coach, a la Doc Rivers with the Milwaukee Bucks. Tom Thibodeau has a great roster. He has to figure it out. The minutes. The possessions, the field goal, the shots. He has to figure that out. And Kenny made a great point. Pull your point guard to the side. Talk to him. Hey, man, listen. You cannot have Cat out there in the fourth quarter and not take a field goal attempt.
Yeah, man. So listen, real quick, Kenny A, appreciate you. Love you being on the show as usual. You know you got a platform. Is there anything you want to promote? The YouTube channel. Remember, you got to. Before we get to Kenny Anderson showcase,
I know we're gonna do our showcase June 21st this year in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. The showcase that y'all came and really helped out, did an awesome job with. I really appreciate that. But I don't need to. I'm good, man. I just like to from here on out, just every now and then support my showcase.
Yes,
there we go. Kenny Anderson showcase in South Carolina. You kidding me? Get ready in June. If you know anybody that plays, that's nice.
Yes, sir.
Super nice. Send him this way, man. You kidding me? Kenny A, bring him to the league. Got the one-way bridge over there, man. Kenny Anderson, totally appreciate you coming on. I do have to make a read for our sponsor. If you want to stick around, listen to me beautifully read this read, or if you need to get going, please.
I'm gonna go, man. But I love you. Love y'all.
Love you back,
man.
Kenny A.
Love you more, big bro. Always a pleasure. You know that I hit you up this week for sure.
All right, my man.
That was Kenny.
Yes,
Anderson.
yes.
You kidding me?
It should have the button to say leave the live.
We live and direct, baby. I got you, Kenny A.
Hey, hold on. Before you read the promotion, everybody in the chat, share, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Kenny Anderson, y'all. Number 2 draft pick overall. One of the greatest basketball players to come out of New York City, but even a better human being. And gotta always show him love, man. He supports AllBall TV to the fullest. Big shout out Kenny Anderson, Queens legend, Brooklyn legend, human being legend. And that's the thing that we always forget. Yeah, guys are legendary, guys are great, but they even better human beings. Great brother, man. And however y'all can support him. But big shout out, man, Kenny Anderson, showing up and always showing love, man, to AllBall TV. Love always.
Yeah, man. And he mentioned his Brooklyn Nets and then Pistons. You saw them Pistons smack up the Lakers yesterday, correct, AllBall? And what's the first thing I said? You keep playing with them. That's why I wasn't mad about that win, because you go into Detroit messing around, you could get spanked. I seen them stick around close to games. I seen OG Anunoby prior to the game hitting 5 or 6 3-pointers. I recall only on AllBall TV, we were suggesting 3-point shots for OG Anunoby, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 shots for that game against the Rockets. They do not defend the 3-point shot well. So guess what? I was on DraftKings. I won my parlay. I don't know about you. Come on, man. The NBA is finally back. A new season means new ways to get into the action of DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. Who's draining threes from beyond the arc? OG Anunoby is. Who's crashing the balls and grabbing rebounds? Hey, Giannis Antetokounmpo is. Get behind your favorite players and the prop bets you can make on DraftKings, the home of NBA player props. First time, new DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Every point counts with DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code ABTV. That's code ABTV for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you just bet $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 8878-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in New Hampshire, Oregon, Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/bball. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Are you kidding me? We do nothing but bombs dropping over here.
How my man Ric Flair used to do it. Ooh. Come on, man.
Don't put me in the zone. Oh, man.
Come on, man.
Oh, bro, don't do it.
Listen,
crazy.
People really need to understand. He was the number 2 overall draft pick. Not in the second round, the first round.
not the 55th pick.
The first round. Number 2 draft pick. Kenny, Mr. Chips Anderson. Understand who we had up here, y'all. Come on, man. You see what he did to Bobby Hurley? Pardon me. Behind the back, between the leg, behind the back spin. Come on, man.
Me?
Come on.
Just always love, appreciate Kenny Anderson just showing love.
Yes.
And again, just out of the kindness of our heart, the same way y'all interact with us, that's the vibe we trying to always give off. Like, don't get it confused for 2 seconds why the love and the coolness amongst AllBall and myself on screen. It's real because he's real. And it resonates with me. So I hope y'all in the comments sense that. I see one y'all. You seen the comment I sent y'all last night where homeboy was trying to flame us, and then he apologized like, "Yo,
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was thinking, man." Say, bro, you one of us, bro.
Yeah.
You crazy too. You
He
know
must,
it's love.
he must have had some of that. He must have had some of that dong. He must have had some of that. Yeah, because listen, man. Big shout out once again, Kenny Anderson, our brother Flea, Uncle Weiss, Kels, Dime Dropper, just everybody. But I just love the conversation that he had, concerning and talking about the Kevin Durant, Stephen A. Smith. Because like I said, he played at that level. And it's like, yo, man, you can't let the media get to you like that. You can't be that sensitive. You're Kevin Durant. Remember, Kevin Durant, you said it. You know who I be. So you cannot let a guy get under your skin like that. No matter how much we don't like someone, that's his job. And once again,
I'm sorry, you know what I forgot to say, old boy? Or maybe it's getting under your skin because it's kind of true. I forgot to say that.
That's always been a thing. If you respond to it, it must be true. But at the end of the day, y'all say, listen, man, God doing his job, and he does a hell of a job. Do we always agree with what he does? No, but he's not always wrong. He's definitely not always right, but he's not always wrong. And we gotta put aside the personal. Okay, you may not like somebody personally, but if he has a point, you shut him down by proving him wrong on the court. And I just love how Kenny A just explained and just helped us understand, like, yo, man, when you at that level, listen, man, that's nothing. Like, just imagine what other people, just imagine what the players were saying to each other back in the days, let alone the media.
It also sounds like, yo, bro, you think that's your biggest problem? If you stressed out about this talk, what's going on in your life? It can't be this. If this is your worst problem, you live in life right now. You crazy?
Yeah, man. Just stop being so sensitive, man, and just continue to be the great basketball player that you are. But listen, man, without media, without maniacs like us, without a lot of us that can't play the game at that level, whether it's we don't have the skill set, the talent, or the height, without columnists and analysts, and without any of that, there would be no game. And I'm gonna leave like this. Okay, if you want us out of here, cool. Play in a bubble for the rest of your career. Let the stadiums be like that. No fans, no nothing. See how that'll work for you. Because I've always was told, when they talking about you, whether it's bad or good, that means you're doing something right. When they stop talking about you, that's when you start worrying.
Come on, man. Matthew Carter, appreciate you always. Darlene Bryant, oh man, always love the love that you're always showing him. Again, it keeps the oxygen going. It makes us realize we ain't just talking a bunch of computer bots out here. These are real people we're talking to. LB So Wavy, always see you in the comments, man. Always show us. East Blue Drew, always in the comments. Definitely want to show y'all love. Make sure I don't forget anybody. And then I got a special shout out to Tom Wavy, because he said, I made it live. So it's like you finally made it live. Hopefully you appreciated it and enjoyed it like we did, like we always do. He probably still thinks Grimes plays for us. Who you talking about? How Katie have a point? Stephen A. Smith don't be watching games to be talking like that. Yeah, but a lot of people don't. The point is, how did that get under his East? With Stephen A., he would never get under my skin. I would flame him every day and just laugh at him. That's all. Listen.
All Kevin Durant was supposed to do was just post a picture when Stephen A. had the white jean suit crop top.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's it, bro.
What led you into this wardrobe? What are you doing, Stephen A.?
Who styled you into that? Because the New Yorker ain't putting that on, man. What y'all doing out here, man? And he walking across sashaying that thing like that thing was fire. Yeah.
Yo.
Listen, man. Listen, yeah.
I gotta go because I had something horrible to say. I'm chilling. Hold on.
Get us out of here.
Y'all know
suckers.
And we gotta do it one time. Come on, man.
Big Flea, never the little one.
Never a little one, man. But y'all know who I am. That shit has me dying. Yeah, man. Another episode.
Yes.
I know what it was. Always appreciate y'all. Hey, Tune in weeknight 6 p.m. every single weeknight 6 p.m. AllBall TV. Knicks Rehab. AllBall reaction. We in the building. Hey, enjoy your night. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.